my name is Beth Hiley here for Board Game Geek at SPIEL 2018. I'm sitting down with Rob and David from Ruins Edition, and you brought us Tag City.
That's right. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm great.
Let's play tag.
Okay, so Tag City is a roll and write game, but it's got a few unique twists to it. You'll see on the board here in front of you, we have all of these Tetris shapes, or kind of Tetris shapes. And what we'll be doing is we're going to be graffiti artists racing to graffiti this town here, okay? So we will take a Tetris shape, okay, you can leave it there. We'll be earning these Tetris shapes through various methods and transferring them onto the board. Okay, so you can rotate, you can flip, however you choose, blah, 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 and you draw it in, like so. And I'm a great artist, as you can see. Now, why are we doing this? Because we're trying to complete features in the city, and we're racing to complete them. We have the vertical streets, I suppose you can call them. You do that, you get 3 points. We have the horizontals, I guess these are the avenues. And if you do those, with the Tetris shapes, of course, 5 points, yeah? And we also have the districts. So there are 5 districts, and if you fill those in with Tetris shapes, of course, you get down at the bottom here. Sorry, there you go. More points. Now, it is a race. The first player to get a certain feature would announce the feature. So this is row 4, this is column G, this is orange. You would announce it, and the other players would cross it off their board. So if somebody else got red, you would cross it off your board.
But I'm guessing the lower value number is your second place runner-up prize.
And third place and fourth place. We can all have the smaller value on the bottom if we miss it out. So the real game, though, is how you get the Tetris pieces. So in every game, you set up 6. This is a starter setup. Where's the other one gone? I had one. Oh, here it is. This is the starter setup. We have 6 main shapes and then 3 small ones in the middle. The start player, who has this spray can, they roll the dice, and the number of dice is equal to the number of players plus 1. So in a 4-player game, we'll do a 2-player game, huh? So we roll 3 dice, okay? Now you'll see the dice numbers on the board here. This means that a 6 can be either this shape or this shape, and the leader, the person who rolled, gets to determine that. So I'm going to make it this shape.
Okay.
And the 1 can be this one or this one. We'll put it there. And the 4, I can make it this one or this one. This or that. Now it's I divide, you choose. So I determine the shapes, but the other player would actually choose a shape first.
So I'd say, hey, I really like this one, and then I can sit here and fiddle with it and decide how I'm going to draw it.
That's right. But you would actually take the dice off the board.
Okay.
And you can take the piece as well if you need to better visualize what's going on.
Exactly. I'm one of those people.
Yeah. If you haven't played a lot of Tetris, or you're just not spatially kind of wired, and it helps you out. Also, when you're flipping as well, like the one in your hand there. This shape here is really confusing to figure out how it flips, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Particularly if you're doing it vertical.
Exactly right.
Now, do people like to go all out and actually sketch out the pattern that's
I've seen all different kinds.
Yeah.
Some people just go for the little crosses. I do some kind of squiggly in between. I've seen real artistic ones as well, but it is a race, so I mean, don't spend too long.
Okay, that's fair.
Anyway, so you choose a shape. Great. You drew it onto your board. Then it's back to me. So I've got 2 left to choose from, so maybe I take this one. Great, I draw that on my board, and then this one we all get. So in every round you're actually getting 2 shapes to draw on your board. And this also means we could tie for first place for certain features, which is good.
If you got it both from the same
Yeah, if you do it from the same thing. Now, at the start of the game, this is actually a bad example, but at the start of the game it's very, very easy, right? Because you've got all the board to draw in, yeah? But as the game winds on, it takes about 10-15 minutes to play. You're going to have less and less choices to make, and you need very, very specific shapes to go in certain areas. You know, if all this is covered up, you definitely need that big L shape to go in there.
Right.
You know? So, other players are going to be trying to deny you those shapes, obviously, and the leader will never pick that shape to be available, for example. So you've got a few things you can do. Down here, you can use a drone, minus 2 points. You still remove a dice on your turn, but rather than choosing the shape that it was associated with, you can pick anything off the board, and that includes also these little jazzy ones in the middle, which, if you're not very good at Tetris, you will definitely need.
Good for filling in when you literally drew yourself into a hole.
And that gets more and more dangerous as it goes along. It's up to minus 20 points in the end because they accumulate, you know. Or if you don't want to do that, you can also pass up at the top here. This is checking your social media. Because it's all about prestige, right? You're trying to be the most prestigious, the most famous graffitiist. So, the game is over when all of the first place rewards are taken. Here, which is actually much faster than you expect. Or when one player has done all of their drones, or when cumulatively we've passed 5 times. So if I pass 3 times and you pass twice, game over.
over.
Yep. And your score is simple enough. It's just everything you've circled, including the negative points, including those negative ones up there, and that's it.
Most points wins.
Winner is the one with the most highest score, the most prestige. You'll see in the box as well, you've got an advanced side to all the boards, which is a bit more tricky and requires a bit more interaction through all the different districts there. And we also have, if we flip this board over, this is a blank side, and we can choose different shapes to go in it, you know, for a more variety. We always get the 3 easy ones in the middle, but we've got a whole other chunk of ones we can put in.
You don't necessarily, you sort of have 2 blue ones, so it doesn't matter if both the blue ones
No,
in.
and you just randomize them, and then the game is going to be significantly different just based on what's available. Like this shape here is amazing. Everyone wants that shape, so it never gets chosen, right? And this one's got my name on it, so that's even better.
Do you always choose it?
If it works.
I feel like that's one you legitimately could write in as your drawing.
I am probably the world's best player of this game by now, having played like 100 times, right? So I would maybe go for that, and But the best thing, this is the cat. This is the cat's name, and we have a cat on the box. This is literally my favourite thing in the whole game because we've got cats all over it. So cats with spray cans is great.
Well, Robin, I appreciate you both designing this game and taking a minute to give us a quick tour. And if you guys want to check that out, this is Tag City, which is being published by Runes Edition. And thank you again.
Thanks for having me. I won't shake your hand. I'm going to go away and crawl into bed or something. Thank you for your time, though.
Welcome.
Thank you.